Hey everybody, it's SaskiaSketches, and today I'm playing around with artificial intelligence. So for those of you who don't know, DALL is a AI image generator. I don't really know exactly how it works because AI is freaking complicated, but the main gimmick is that you type in a string of words and you click generate and it makes a bunch of pictures, which is just really interesting and cool, and I wanted to test out its potential for generating I don't know, like cool ideas for characters and stuff. Naturally I wanted to try and make an elemental with DALL. So the first thing that I typed in was magic leopard because I don't know, I just wanted to try it and see what worked. So we're getting some kind of interesting images. This one, I don't really know what's magic about it, but it's definitely leopard. Same here. This is more like a painting, with some cool colors, I guess. And this one's just a normal leopard. And then here we have an interesting color scheme on the leopard with a weird face. This one reminds me a little bit of Neo, and I'll put him up on the screen, my character Neo. But this wasn't really what I was hoping for, and then the DALL gave me a tip to be more specific, which is interesting. So I tried to be a little bit more specific, and immediately the results were just like so much cooler. So I said an elemental magic leopard with hot fire, and we got these really cool images. Like I think I like all of these a lot. I really like the colors on this one. This looks so interesting, like nothing like that I would come up with, I think, for or maybe, I don't know. It looks almost like it's made of glass, and it's all like it's got like a glass outer layer, and then there's like hot stuff inside, and then obviously there's the fire around it, and we have the blazing eyes. So I think this one is very cool, and this one I just really liked compositionally, and just the colors on the jaguar as well, on the leopard as well. I really like. I think I said jaguar because of the size of the spots there and the size of the muzzle, but this looks more leopard than jaguar, I think. I don't know. This one definitely looks like a jaguar. But again, it looks very cool, and it's got this interesting fire shape, like this fire mane that they all seem to have. It's very fun, and this one also has a bunch of blue colors on here. I don't know what these little bits are, but it's very interesting. I like the idea. And then this one is also really cool looking. And I was really shocked by these, because these images right here were so mediocre. I thought this was just really cool. And yeah, I obviously already have a fire leopard, but if I wanted to make another one, I could get some really cool ideas from these. So I really like that one. Like I said, I like this image a lot. So what I tried next was to do some variations on it, because you can, there's a button on that you can use. This is like variations, and if you click it, you'll get some different variations of the same image or the same idea. And I thought that was really cool and interesting. These kind of turn them into different styles, which I thought was fun. This one, I don't know, like it looks almost like a 3D model of like a really small cute leopard, and then the fire around it, obviously. And then this one kind of reminds me of the Lion King, like the little drawing of that Rafiki did of Simba. So that's really fun. I like that. It's cute. And then this one, I don't really know. I think it's a combination of the, like what I said for both of them, like the cute 3D feel, I guess, and then the Lion King vibe. But I still like this one the best out of all of those. And then so I updated my prompt a little bit. I said a Renaissance painting of an elemental magic leopard without fire. So I added the Renaissance painting, and wow, wow. Don't these look so freaking cool? Like, I can't get over that this is not made by any person. This is AI generated. Like, look at this. It's so really, like, look at that fire, dude, and the colors and stuff. It's so, I mean, I don't think this thing really understands artistic styles. We'll get through that later. But it's a good enough approximation, and it's so freaking cool. Like, it's not necessarily Renaissance, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Like, look at that. Look at that. Those colors and the way that that fire is painted is so cool. It's so freaking awesome. And then I did some variations on this one, because this one is just so freaking cool. Like, look at this. This one I think might be my favorite. It's so pretty. It really, really is so freaking gorgeous. I like this one too, because I think we're getting with more realistic leopard heads, and it's just very cool. This one is also fun. I like they're so pretty, dude. Oh, so cool. And then the thing, like, I don't know if any of you guys have some experience with DALL-E, but when DALL-E is generating images, it doesn't just generate it 1, 2, 3 very quickly. Sometimes it needs a little bit of time to load, and in between those loading times, it'll show some examples of stuff that DALL-E has generated in the past. And one of them was a pixel art thing, so I thought it'd be cute to see if I could get an approximation of Tarn. Tarn is my character, my fire lion character. He's got like a fire mane and fire tail. I'll put him on the screen as well. So I typed in a lion with fire for mane and tail pixel art, and you got these really cute like pixel art pieces, and aren't these so pretty? They're so cute. Like, look at that. I really like this one. And I think this one is also very pretty. So I did some variations on this one, and it's just so cute. Like, look at that. And I made some other ones. These are a little bit less clear. Like, these look, this one is more clean, but like these are a little bit glitchy, I guess. This looks like something out of FNAF. Like the face, I mean. But it's very fun. Like, it's so interesting to think that nobody made this. This was machine learning that did this. It's so cool. Okay, then I wanted to try something with a character that I didn't have yet, so something like a new idea, basically, because obviously you have Jira for the fire leopard, and then Tarn for the fire lion. So I tried something really, really, really specific. I said a blue leopard with magic water accents, water flowing from the back and tail, next to a waterfall impressionist painting. So DALL-E, it's very interesting to kind of work out how it works. So like what kind of information it can work best with, because we saw before that it doesn't really like information that is not very specific, because you just don't get the best results with that. But when you get a little bit more specific, you get some really cool results. But then when you go too specific, or you ask for too many things, it starts to disregard certain bits, which is interesting, because I asked for a blue leopard. We have a blue leopard in all of these. We have no water magic accents, or like water flowing from the leopard's back and tail and blah blah blah. We do have the waterfall, and we do have an impressionist painting style. That being said, I do really, really like this. I think these are very, very pretty. Like, look at these. They're all so different. This one has two tails. But I really like the styles and stuff, especially this one is so pretty. So you get really, really pretty images nonetheless. If you ask for these sorts of things. Later on we'll get to some cursed stuff that it spit out. But this is really cool, really, really very fun. And I like the idea of the blue leopard. So I asked for a blue leopard with magic water accents, water flowing from the back and tail next to a waterfall Renaissance painting. I think what I changed here is the Renaissance painting, because the first one was Impressionist. And again, you see like it doesn't really know what Renaissance and like what it is, like the thing that's often associated with Renaissance painting. It's not necessarily the style that we're going for, but again, we're asking for like different stuff. So it's then than what you normally see in these paintings. So obviously cut it some slack. But you get some really cool stuff now anyway, so I'm not mad at it. Like, look how pretty this one is. I really like this one. I know, like, its colors look very cute. Like, I think, like, it looks almost like it's white and then it has blue and black spots. So that's interesting. I like that. And this one is also cute. Like, I really like the pose for this one. It's very pretty. You can really see the flow of it, I guess. This one, the style, really, like, it's so interesting. Like, this is not at all what you expect when you, like, search for a Renaissance painting, but it's so interesting. Like, I love the again, it's like the pose, like it's sitting up and stuff. And obviously you can see, you'll have seen that in like any of these other paintings as well, that sometimes the anatomy is a bit whack. So like you have this like really big paw over here, and then this really small paw over here, and then the face is a little bit weird, and you have that with some of these too. This one's pretty accurate, but it's just so interesting. And this it sometimes does as well, like it like just crops off what you would normally expect to be part of the image. So like you would normally expect to have for it to finish, the top part and the bottom part of the painting, right? Because it looks like it's cropped, but this is just the whole image. So that's interesting as well. Then I changed it to, I think I just took away the painting style. I just asked for a magical blue leopard with white markings this time, water flowing for the leopard's back and tail. So I tried to simplify it a little bit. I took away the painting in the waterfall, and we got these really cool ones. Again, this is what I was talking about with the crop thing. Normally you would expect this image to not just be this image, but to be, the rest of the tail and then the rest of the body. So I'm really disappointed by that one, because I really love this style and love these colors, so I would have loved to see the full image of this one. So maybe I'll finish it, because it looks like a really pretty pretty character. So if you want me to finish this one, say in like a video or something, for a challenge, like let me know in the comments, because that sounds like a fun idea. This one is also really cool. Like, I like the kind of styles that it comes up with, because sometimes when you don't ask for a style, it will spit out just like something that looks like a photograph, just like a quote-unquote realistic photograph of what you're trying to ask. But we get this really cool, like, I don't know, this is almost like, I don't know what you'd call it, but the style that you see often in like children's books. And it's so cool. I really like the colors on this one as well. Like, the colors are super pretty. And then obviously we have the quote-unquote water magic, and it does have like a little bit of water flowing from its tail. Like, you could almost see that a bit as water flowing from its tail. But it's so interesting. It's really fun. And then this one blew me away. This one is so gorgeous. I love the colors on this one, but especially like the patterns and stuff. This almost looks like watercolor to me. It's really gorgeous. And then this one's also really pretty. This one also reminds me a lot of watercolor. And in this one's almost like it's jumping out of a puddle. I like that idea. It's very cool. But this one I especially liked, so I asked for some variations on this one, and these one I got some really cool variations for. So this one, for example, again, it cropped off like half, but well, not half, just like half its face, but it's really cute. I like it a lot. And then this one, which is so pretty. I am obsessed with these colors. Like, this color scheme is chef's kiss. look how, that's so gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty. I really like this one. And then this one too, like, it's so pretty. It's freaking gorgeous, dude. I love it. It's so cool. And then I was inspired by like all these, these ones especially, like the watercolor aspect of it, and I asked for the same thing but with watercolor painting. Also, what I was trying to get with the result that I meant with the white markings was just the spots that are normally black on the leopard to be white, but it didn't really get what I was trying to say with that one, so that I thought was interesting. It did give a little bit of white, like on these, like there's a little bit of white on his, if you can see that, and then with these iterations there's a little bit of white, but it's more like a creamy white tone. It's very interesting. Then we got these really pretty watercolor paintings, but I think it's so fun to see how much, like which aspects of it look like watercolors and which aspects of it do not look like watercolors, because these look more like oh, I forgot what they're called, but these like water soluble crayons that you can like you color with the crayon and then you go over with water, and it like the stuff that the crayon's made out of dissolves in the water, and you can kind of play around with it. That's what this looks like to me, this medium. But it's, again, it's so cool because it's all just digital. It just kind of looks like fake watercolors or like cheap watercolors, especially this. I don't know if you can see that, but the little bits of purple like over here with the black, it looks so realistic to me. Like it's almost like you can see the grain of the paper, and these purple bits I'm talking about is almost like it's ink, or like it's bled out from the black. Like the black is maybe like a really dark purple, and when you went over with water a little bit too quickly, so it didn't get time to dry, and the water picked up some of the ink. It's so interesting. I love these little details. It's so fun. It's so cool to see. Like, and this one is really funny because it looks more like a tiger in terms of like face, I guess, and the markings on the face look very tiger to me, but it's very funny to just see that it kind of knows what a leopard is, just not really. But it's so fun. It's so cool. Like this one did get a little bit of the water accents, and they all definitely had some water like in the painting. Like you can tell that it's not just the leopard, but there's water there as well, which I thought was really cool. And then I asked for different colors because I didn't really like these blues so much, like they're very vibrant. So I asked for cerulean light blue leopard with white markings, water magic, watercolor painting. I got these ones, like that's so cool. This one looks more like a cheetah, because you can tell better, like the facial shape and the marking going down its face like this, and then the paws and the spots. So that's it's interesting that like it kind of knows what a leopard is, but not like, it also knows things that are kind of like in the realm of leopard. Like, you know, like the tigers and the snow leopards, and because we saw with this one looks more like a snow leopard. But it's really, really interesting that it like does that. And again, look at these markings over here, like the way that these interact with the other colors. It really almost just looks like actual watercolor. And these bits here, like these blooms, it's so interesting how AI is able to like generate this. It's so fun. This one's also really cute. I think this one looks like something that I could have painted when I was younger and first starting to get into art. Like, it looks so cool. It's really fun to see the wide variety of styles and stuff that it can spit out. It's so cool. Yeah, so these were like that was a water leopard idea. I stopped iterating on it after this one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to go from something that is not very specific to a more specific idea. So and I was trying to kind of like work with DALL on this one because I wanted to really try and push it and see if I can make a character from like not very much, like just a general idea, because that's what I wanted to test DALL for, was for like generating ideas and creative like iterations and stuff. So I asked for something very generic, so a magic shadow animal, shadows flowing from the animal's body, mysterious, and a Rembrandt painting. So it spit out this, and I thought that was really like interesting. I don't really know what this is. I think maybe it's a fox because of the facial shape, and then these like the thin paws, and then this could be a tail, but I don't really know what it is. It's interesting. It's definitely mysterious, so I got that one. And then we have this really interesting image of, just like a goat with a weird tail. It's so fun. Like, it's really interesting to see what it spits out. And then we have another goat, but maybe part doe, which I don't know. Like, this tail and stuff looks very goat to me. And then this one is definitely a goat. So it's really fun to see how it interpreted animal, because I like that it was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna give you a goat, because this one's definitely goat, this one is almost a goat, and this one's definitely a goat. So that's so interesting to see how animal, which is just such a word with such a wide variety, it comes down to goat. So it's like, okay, I like goat. I think this one's pretty cool. This was half cow, now I'm realizing, yeah. It's interesting anyway. So I started adding a little bit more. So I asked for a magic shadow goat, shadows flowing from the goat's body, mysterious, and then Rembrandt van Rijn painting. So it spat out this, which I think these are like one of the best things that it's created so far. Like, maybe not that one, but look at this one. It's so gorgeous. And again, like, it doesn't really seem to know what I mean when I ask for like magical bits on the animal, because that's something that I do in my art a lot, so I was trying to describe it, but yeah, again, like it looks super cool. I love the vibe that these give off, like how it's definitely mysterious and dark and interesting. I think these are so cool. And again, this is not like a painting that somebody made. This is like AI generated. No person did this. It's so freaking cool. It's really, really awesome. So I said I like this one a lot. So I did some iterations on it. We got this one. This one's pretty cool. And on this one, I really, really, really like. I think this one looks so freaking imposing. Like, I love the character that this one conveys. It's very, very cool. And then this one again. Again, a little bit more like simplistic, like this one. But yeah, especially this one, I think, oh, it's so freaking cool, dude. Like, it's so awesome. And then I wanted to do something that I got an idea from these images, and again, it's because something that it's spat out. Like, this looks kind of like metal, like these bits, and then this one again kind of looked like it had metal horns. So I asked for a magic shadow goat first, and no, like, again, you see, the more specific you are with like the kind of style that you want, the cooler ideas you get, because this is just kind of like a painting, I guess, of like, this just looks like a photograph with a filter over top of it. And this is a cool sketch, and this is kind of, I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool. And then this is a fun fun image as well. But again, like this I was looking at these like metal looking horns, and I was like, okay, maybe we can do something with like metal. But I did something else first, again, like a magic shadow goat ancient Greek sculpture, because I thought that could be cool, but I didn't really get what I was looking for. These do look pretty cool though. Like, this one looks like an actual sculpture. And that's very fun. This one also, I like the silhouette for this one. And it was pretty spot on with the anatomy for this one, which is fun. So then I was like, okay, I want to try something with the metal horns, which was interesting because I didn't really seem to get what I meant with metal horns. Like, it does kind of look like gold in this one. This one's kind of funny because it got like the Christian necklace. I like that one. And then this one also has like a, I don't know what this is, like a collar maybe, like also a necklace, but I don't know what. And maybe this one has like metal horns, I don't know. I like this, like these bits on its face, like I wonder what it is. Like maybe it's also like the metal showing through or something. Like you could do something cool with that. And again, like it kind of looks like metal, but not really, and I don't know what this is. But I like the style. The style's pretty cool. And then this one's just kind of weird. I don't know what's up with it putting like stuff around its neck, like putting it in clothes as well. Like this one has a crown for some reason. I don't know, and like strange eyes. So that was interesting. And then I asked for like metal horns and a more realistic painting, because these were you can definitely tell that like it's painted, so it's starting to, okay, maybe you can do something more realistic. And again, like the texture on it is not really what I was looking for, but it's pretty cool. And again, like you can definitely tell it tried something with the horns, but I don't think that it looks like metal. Yeah, like it's pretty cool, but I don't really know what it's supposed to be. And again, it's putting like stuff around its neck, which is interesting to me. And we have a little star here for some reason. And this one, I don't know, I think it doesn't really look like metal. Like it definitely understands to do something with the horns, but and something that kind of looks like a metal, but not really. So that's interesting. And again, it's putting like stuff around its neck, so that's interesting. And then I asked for just like for photograph, and this is where it like really just did not know what I wanted. So we are getting some like kind of realistic goat images, but there's something uncanny about them, like something not really like this is not right. This area, like this eye is not looking right. And these horns, like I don't know what it did with them, but it's definitely not metal. And again with these, like it's kind of fuzzy almost, like I don't know what it was trying to do here. So I was like, okay, maybe not photograph then. I tried again, but like with golden horns, because it's like, okay, maybe metal is too broad of a category and we need to try something more specific. But again, like I think it just turned the goats gold. Like you have like a little bit of a golden fur color on this one and on this one too, and on this one as well, and on this one here too. So I just don't think like it understood what I meant with that. And then these ones are like some of my favorite stuff that I've generated, because this is so cool. So it's like, okay, maybe not like metal horns then, let's drop that and maybe try a black goat. And I was like, okay, maybe we can do something Pokemon related, and try the metal horns again, but digital art this time. And look at how cool this is, dude. Like the style of these are so fun. Like this one looks like a low poly 3D model, and this one looks so cool. I really like this one. And then this one's also amazing. And this is so interesting, like it's still like putting stuff around its neck in each of these. And this one has like an armor set almost, and it has like metal rings around its horns. This one I really liked, and it reminded me of a Skylander. Like this just totally looks like a Skylander. So I thought, dang, if only I'd known about this back when I was doing a Skylander project for school. Anyway, because this would have been such a cool character. So I added the word Skylander, I replaced Pokemon with Skylander, and we got these really, really cool ideas. Like, look at this. This is so cool. This is so freaking awesome. It's just, oh, I love these. These are so fun. Like, look how freaking incredibly, like, this is so exciting. Like, it's so fun to me, like, how versatile this tool is. Like, it's so cool. And then I was like, okay, let's try something with the black goat, and I tried to give it yellow eyes because almost like all of my characters have yellow eyes. Added like shadow magic in a forest during golden hour, and the Renaissance painting again, because that one seemed to work really well for me last time. And I was getting a lot of close-ups of goats. I really like these horns here. I don't know if I didn't ask for metal horns, but this looks more like metal than any of the other ones that I asked for. Yeah, so I was getting a lot of close-ups here, and I figured it was because I was asking for yellow eyes. So I removed that bit. I just said black goat, shadow magic in the forest, Renaissance painting, and these look so cool. Like, oh, look at this. Look at this. This is so cool. Again, it's not like necessarily Renaissance, but it's so pretty. Like, look at that. I love the colors. It's so cool. It's just, I keep saying it's so cool, but it's so cool. Like, look at that. It's so, I don't know, I really like the vibes that's giving off. So I did another one, asked again for Remans van Rijn. So it's a bit more specific, and we got a little bit more detail. And I just, I'm really excited about these. Like, these I feel I could just make some super cool pieces if I like took one of these and tried to finish it. It looks so cool. Like, the compositions on these are so, like, the compositions on these are out of this world. Like, I love this composition. This is so, like, so cool. Like, I want to paint something with this composition because it's so awesome. And then this one looks so, like, I love how dense the forest feels here, and the colors of it are so cool. And then this one, I love the magic that it has here, like the it's almost like an angel or something behind it. Oh, it's so cool. I love the lighting on this. It's amazing. Okay, up next I wanted to try doing something like I'd done like way at the start, but this one I wanted to try and be very specific with what I wanted to say. I wanted to try and see if I could generate an image of a character that I already have like a concept for. So my character TOYHOU.SE is a white horse with blue and purple flowers instead of like mane and tail. So I wanted to try and see if I could get an image that looked like her. So I asked for like a white horse with these flowers and stuff, and they're so interesting, these. I like these colors a lot. I love that it like incorporated the flowers into the background, but it's really interesting. This one probably looks the closest to what TOYHOU.SE looks like. I haven't drawn her yet, so if you'll like see her in some like future video or whatever. This one kind of looks close and like a little bit close to what she's gonna end up looking like. This section here is probably what like her mane and tail are gonna look like fully, but this one kind of has like a blue thing draped over top of like the mane, because it still has like the golden mane under here as well. So that's interesting. I do like these images though, but again, there's something just uncanny about some of these, like because the anatomy of this one looks pretty good, like especially the chest here, that looks pretty good, but then you have this eye, like this looks so Disney. Then I asked for a realistic painting instead of a Renaissance painting, and we get some just like more like flowers in the background rather than flowers for the main and stuff. Like here. This one is the only one where I tried to do flowers for the main. But it's interesting. Again, these don't look like realistic paintings to me, but so it doesn't really like get style. But again, I'm asking for like difficult things and stuff. Then I saw on as I was waiting for the stuff to load, I saw one of these one line examples, and I thought I'd ask for that as well. And I tried asking for a specific flower for forget-me-nots, and it's interesting that it didn't really, like, it kind of knew what it was, but not really. Like these ones, these look like forget-me-nots, but I don't think these grow like this. And this is definitely not one line either. Like it kind of looks like it, but not really. I don't know what went wrong here, but it's interesting to see. And then I saw like some photographs, examples of photographs, and I wanted to try that as well. And so I asked for a colourful plush rabbit sitting on a bench in a park for it as a photograph. I was kind of getting distracted a little bit from the elementals, but this looks so cool. Like this looks so realistic. I can't get over that this is not an actual photograph, but that this was put together by AI. Like you can tell sometimes, like with this ear, for example, like this looks really sketchy, but the rest of this looks really good. So then I asked for a white plush rabbit sitting on a bench, and look how realistic these look. Like this is, you can't tell, this looks like a normal, like an actual photograph. Like look at this. This is an actual photograph. This is not something that AI just spat out. Like look at this. This is insane. This is really funny because you can tell that it used an actual rabbit to get like the shape of the plush, of the plush's face. So that looks kind of uncanny. But look at this bench. Like that's so. It's so interesting. It's so cool. And then I wanted to try and get back to the elementals, and I wanted to try some specific styles, and this is where, oh boy, it like really fell apart. So I asked for a leopard in a Studio Ghibli movie. It just did not know what that was. So we're getting some leopards. This one kind of looks like, these ones all kind of look like stuffed rabbits. So this looks like rabbits like a leopard, like a stuffed leopard in like a museum. This one as well, like the eyes, it looks kind of uncanny. This one looks like I keep trying to say rabbit, like a leopard in like a zoo or something, and like a baby leopard. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? So I tried to describe what Studio Ghibli is. So I asked for leopard Studio Ghibli style children's cartoon movie. And we're getting just some leopards, some cartoon leopards. This one's cute. And this one, I don't know what's going on here. But I don't know, like I like the colors, I guess you could try and do something with that. This one's really cute. But yeah, not really what I was looking for. So then I made the mistake of putting in Studio Ghibli, and we got this cursed stuff, like realistic Studio Ghibli renders. Look at, what is this? What is this? This is scary, dude. You can definitely tell, like the back is definitely something that that probably happened in a Studio Ghibli film once. Like this looks very Ghibli, and this looks Ghibli too, but just the 3D renders of it, like the I don't know if it even is, it's not really 3D. It just looks like a Ghibli statue, but it looks so weird. Ugh, I don't like it. And this as well, like this just looks like a weird photograph with some strange perspective going on with this part of the, what even is this, house? Reaching out above the, like in front of the lantern standing closer. That's scary. Uncanny to say the least. And this just looks like a weird old hotel or whatever, but again the shapes are very Ghibli-like as well. And with this too, so like it kind of knows what Ghibli is, but not really. So that's I don't like it, especially that one I don't like, and this one's scary. So then I was wondering, okay, maybe does it know anything about like other children's like media, like styles. So I asked for the Lion King, and it's, oh boy, that went wrong. I asked for a green lion in the style of the Lion King, and it spat out this. Oh, what is that? That's gonna show up in my nightmares, dude. I don't know what this is, just looks like a Joker lion to me. This is kind of, I don't know what that is. And this is definitely not the Lion King. Maybe Mufasa in the clouds, but I can't really see it. So I was like, okay, I'm done asking for specific styles. Let's try and do a good old Renaissance painting again, because that worked so well the last time. So I updated my prompt a little bit. Instead of just asking for green, oh, this was this one. Instead of asking for green, for just a green line, I asked for a magical green plant line with flowers in its mane, and it didn't go to Renaissance yet. And we got some interesting results out of that. I really like this one. This one also reminds me of like children's books. And this one I thought was also cool, but when just getting still some like cursed lions. So then I asked for a Renaissance painting because that worked so well the last time. And we're getting somewhere. This is like a little bit better. This one I really liked. This one's really weird, and this one, I don't know, it's not like, it's interesting. It's interesting. So then I was like, okay, maybe try pick some art, because that's always safe, ? And we get some interesting stuff. That one reminds me of Undertale. This one's pretty cool. This one's also pretty cool. Like, we're getting some lines at least. And then again, I like this one, so I decided to do some iterations on it. And these ones looked good. Like, I like these ones. This one especially is very cool. And this one's cool too, and that one's fine, but we're not getting like a lot of variation. But this is a cool idea. If I wanted to do like a line with a plant mane, I could definitely do something like this. And then I needed something to distract me from the cursed green line, so I was like, okay, let's do a green lion plush. Let's see if that works, because I saw some cool like examples of netted out of wool, and again, like, this is so cool, like, especially like this, it looks so real, like, it looks so realistic, like something like this could definitely exist. It's so interesting to see like how it goes from so cursed to so normal so quickly, and how that, like, there's definitely uncanny valley here. Like, you can almost imagine this as like a children's cartoon character, but like as a stop motion character. Like, you can see these eyebrows and these eyes moving, but in a very stop motion-y way. Or is that just me? I don't know. Then I decided to try something different, where it's like, okay, maybe I can try something with multiple characters. So I tried asking for like me and Hercules, so a girl with blonde curly hair, blue eyes, riding a black Shire horse with yellow eyes through a natural landscape oil painting. So I actually really like these. Like, it doesn't look like an oil painting to me, but it looks so pretty. Like this, they're really, really cool images, and I'm definitely stealing this outfit because that looks cool. And then I made the mistake of asking for a Renaissance painting again, and it just, I don't know what it did, dude, but these look like stock photos with like a weird morph filter over top of it. Like, ooh, look at those poor people's faces. This looks so weird. Like, the background looks enough like a painting, but ooh, what happened here, dude? What happened here? This is cursed, very cursed. So then I asked for I don't know what I changed. Oh, I took out the eyes, because I was like, okay, maybe it's doing weird stuff with the face because I asked for an eye color. So I changed the eye color and I took that away. It still like did weird stuff with the faces. Like, oh, look at that, that's so weird. And this eye, the horse's eye, look at that. That's so scary, dude. Oh no, it looks so bad. I don't know, like I like the horse in this one, that looks cool, but oh my gosh, that's terrifying. So then I was immediately like, oop, we're going back to like oil painting. So asked for realistic oil painting instead. I really like these ones. Again, like I don't know what's up with the faces, like why it does weird stuff with the face, but this one I really liked, and the hair especially in that one I thought looked really cool. And this one too, like the hair looks really nice, but like I don't know, the rendering of this is really ugly, I think. This one's also nice, but again the face looks really weird, and I don't know what went wrong with the horse's mouth here. But like the hair and stuff, like that looks cool. And I also changed, I think I changed the landscape, I took that away as well. And I was like, okay, maybe what if I try like riding a lion instead? And, again with the faces, I don't know what's happening, because it was doing really well with the animals before, but oh my gosh, it's not like equipped for doing faces and stuff. Like this one, I guess it's like kind of black, but not really, like the lion and stuff. And this one I just thought was really funny because it interpreted riding as in riding like a roller coaster. Like, look at the metal bar over here. Other than that, I really like this one. Like the lion itself looks really fun. And the background is cool and the hair is fun. Again, the face is really weird, but the metal bar is what does it for me. Like a shopping cart, that's what it looks like. Oh, that's really fun. Then I was like, okay, maybe let's just take a step back and not do any animals and just ask for like a girl with curly hair using water magic next to a lake and a Renaissance painting again. And I really like these. I think these look really pretty. But again, these have like the vibe of like stock photographs with like a weird filter over top of them. I don't know what happened to this person's hand. Oh boy, that doesn't look cool. And this is funny about the hair because it looks almost like it's got like the water texture. Like I don't know if you like you can tell, but the ripples on the water and the light scattering it, like it looks like that same filter was applied to the hair, and it's kind of weird. And then this one, I don't know what happened to this one's face. It's just, oh, it's so uncanny. And again, this might be water magic. It just doesn't really do any like water magic. Again, like something weird happened with this one's nose, but I like the hair, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it. And it was coming up on the end of my credits as well, because you can only generate a certain amount of images per month. So I tried asking for, again, I was trying, okay, maybe I can try and make a character with this, like something like an idea of an elemental that I don't have yet, and try something interesting with that. So I asked for a horse with water for mane and tail next to a waterfall, Renaissance painting. And it did the really cool waterfalls in all of these, but it just added in a horse. Like it didn't really change anything from the horse's mane. This one I really like though. Like you can almost see like maybe the mane is turning into water, question mark. But again, I like the background and like the painting of the horse is really pretty. And for this one too, but something happened with this one's face. Like I don't know what's going on here. But the background is really cool, and like I really like the water here. And then I asked for I took the waterfall out, like the specific waterfall request, like next to a waterfall, and I just said a horse with a waterfall for mane and tail instead. But I think it just interpreted a horse with a waterfall and then didn't really know what to do with the mane and tail, except maybe give the horse a mane and tail and a Renaissance painting. So that's interesting. Like I like the waterfall, like it comes up with a lot of different kinds of waterfalls. This one looks cool, and this one, I like the pose of this, it's pretty. And then this one I really liked. It's almost like the horse is just like bathing in the waterfall because it's sticking its head down it, and that's really cool. Like, I like that. But what I really liked was this bit, because it almost looked to me like it maybe tried to do what I was asking for in turning the tail, the actual tail, into the waterfall. So it asked for iterations of this picture, but it didn't really give me any of that, except maybe with this one. But I think that might also just be like the background bit of the waterfall. And I don't know what happened to this one's like neck and face and stuff. But it's interesting. I like this one too. It's cute. And this one's really pretty. I like the highlights and stuff. But that's everything that I came up with. Overall, what I think, I think DALL-E is a really, really cool tool. But again, I think the main limitation with it is that it doesn't really come up with its own ideas. It just like you need to have a good idea, and then you can try and generate an image with it. So this isn't really gonna be spitting out new creative ideas, like iterations of an idea that you're willing to try, but you want to do something like maybe you want to do some more thumbnails, but you're too lazy to do thumbnails, so you want to just plug it into DALL-E and see what it does and have it give you iterations, but it doesn't really do that very much. For example, the horse with the waterfall for Maine and stuff, like it was still my idea, right? Like the horse with water for mane and tail was still my idea, and I had to like come up with that in order to plug it in. So DALL-E didn't give me the idea of a horse with water for mane and tail, and I just had to put it in there. It's just sometimes it's interesting to see, like maybe you weren't really expecting what you put in. Maybe I was going to be asking for with the goat, for example. Maybe I was asking for like goat with metal horns, and I was thinking a goat with silver horns, and it spits out a goat with golden horns, and that could give you a new idea. But it's rather limited in that regard. But other than that, it creates some really, really cool images. If you have the right prompts, like it can create some really cool stuff. And I would definitely look forward to seeing what AI generation does in the future, and hopefully it stops giving like really super uncanny stuff, like these. Oh gosh, oh, they were so bad. But again, instead just cool stuff like not that one, like this looked cool. Like these look really cool. Like I like this a lot. Or like, you know, these are really cool. Like this is such a cool, interesting idea. Like I didn't tell it to give it like metal armor or plating or something, just like metal horns, but it interpreted that as like, oh, let's maybe give it some accents here as well. So it's really cool. And yeah, just maybe for specific types of colors you can try that as well. But again, if you say blue, it's just gonna give some generic blues, right? And if you want to try something more a specific shade, you can put in the specific shade. But yeah, it's not really going to come up with cool ideas for you. You have to have a cool idea and put it in, and then maybe you get a cool picture out of it. So I don't think AI is going to be taking over artists' job anytime soon. It's definitely skill-based though. Like if you can get really good at generating prompts, at like putting in prompts so it can spit out cool images, if you can understand what it wants in terms of like the language and stuff, then you can do some really cool stuff. So I look forward to playing around with DALL-E more. I have used up my credits, so I won't be able to. Maybe I'll turn some of these ideas into an elemental someday. I don't know. I like the black goat. The black goat's pretty cool, but again, I didn't need DALL-E to come up with a black goat or this blue leopard. I like that too. But I already have a blue cheetah, so maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, and I guess, or maybe this one, but yeah, again, I didn't really need DALL-E to come up with this idea because I already had this idea in mind. But yeah, maybe I'll use these specific type of plants, like the Skindapsus for a line someday. Looked pretty cool. Maybe I'll do it. I have too many lines. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. I'm sorry I didn't draw anything today, but I thought this was I don't know, enough to warrant a video of its own. Also, again, like I said a couple videos ago, I might not be able to do drawings and stuff for art videos in the future, so I hope this suffices, even though SaskiaSketches didn't sketch anything. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to these YouTube channels for art videos, maybe not every single Friday. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on sketching. Bye.